One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. I just used Stir liquid water enhancer. Almost dropped this. All natural ingredients. See it there? For my water, it's pretty good. I don't know if it makes you pee more or makes your pee yellow. I don't even know. Mio makes your pee yellow, and it always worries me when it does that. But hello everybody. My name is NikoTheLegend, and this is the YouTube premiere episode of the Niko Show on YouTube. Whoa, whoa! All right, I don't got any confetti or nothing. I just got me and this three-eyed tiger from Macbeth and a Mario hat. But thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this. Also, just want to let you know that we're also multi-streaming this from Restream. So it's on Twitch and YouTube right now, 2 platforms for the first time for the Niko Show. I just want to let you know also that the Niko Show has been happening for maybe about a month now on Twitch, just to kind of do like some demo runs here and there. We made it through like 9 episodes. So right now we're on like episode 10, but don't worry about, you know, if you're worried about catching up or anything. I mean, there's still a couple that's still in the archives on the Twitch channel, but trust me, it's okay, because there's always something new we're gonna be talking about every time. But yeah, if you want to play catch up, there's always time. And to check it out, just follow me on Twitch or subscribe to me on YouTube. Wow! Who would have thought I'd self-promote myself on my own channel? But without further ado, yes, this is the NIKO Show. This is the YouTube premiere of 1 hour of gaming news and topics. And like I said, I'm NikoTheLegend. Wearing all red today. I decided to fashion out a little bit by wearing red. Because, wait, what day is it today? Oh, St. Patty's weekend. So you guys can't pinch me. So I can just wear a complete basic color now. So it's fine. Unless St. Patty's Day was yesterday. Today's St. Patty's. I don't know. I don't give a shit about that holiday, really. So, no offense to anybody who's strong believers in St. Patty's Day, okay? Beach people love it. So, keep you up to speed, guys. Like I said, this is going to be an hour of gaming news and topics from yours truly. So, what I do is I go on the internet and I pull articles that people have talked about, or subjects or game-related stuff that people have done articles on. And I kind of read those articles or paraphrase it or whatever you want to call it, and then I kind of give my own take on it as well. And then if we have anybody viewing the channel right now, we bounce back and forth with ideas and kind of reflect on, it. Going into debates or whatever, even though debating a text is, kind of disadvantage to me because I'm the one that's live and reloaded. But nonetheless, I will handle it. What else I was going to say? Oh, yeah. So, what I like to do also, anybody listening on YouTube or new viewers, I like to talk about what games I am currently playing right now and what I'm most excited to play in the near future. So, as of right now, my friend Deal and I have been playing Suikoden today. We played it. It's for the PlayStation. It's made by Konami, a fantastic role-playing series. If you haven't played Suikoden, you should definitely try to play it. Suikoden 1 and 2 are probably notably the best ones. 3 is still really good. It's notable, but a lot of people didn't like the combat system. And then 4 and 5, it's like super mainstream at that point. But good luck finding a cheap price of Suikoden 2. Good luck, and the strategy guide for it. It's not cheap, no matter where you look, used or new. My Suikoden 2 copy, I had to spend $120 something. So yeah, I only did it once, but the game was. This is the only way I was going to be able to play it on the legit console. Why didn't I just emulate it for free? Well, because collector's items and stuff like that. It's got that collector value to it. So, you guys know how it goes on eBay and Amazon and all that. It's fine. So we just started that today. Usually Deal and I would play RPGs together. We go one by one down the list on RPGs that we haven't beaten or played in a while. For example, we beat Breath of Fire 3 about maybe a half a year ago. We beat Earthbound. We tried playing Saga Frontier. That was a letdown. And then we beat Dot Hack together. So we're kind of playing these, these big games we haven't beaten before. So, it's pretty fun. You should find a friend to do that with, because it's definitely a nice RPG adventure. And if you really have funny mechanics and dynamics, you should definitely record it. But without saying, Deal and I were having some really funny moments in Suikoden. It was pretty. Suikoden 1 is so open world that I think it's like this. I don't know if it's like a troll or like this hidden trope or something. I don't know if people really realized how open world it is in the first like 5 minutes of the game. It's fantastic. But anyway, so just started playing that. I'm still continuing my Kingdom Come Deliverance game. I think I'm almost done. I think I'm on like 47 hours, 48 hours, and I think the average time to beat it is 50. But I'm not entirely sure. Depends on how you play it, right? If you want to just rush through it, you can do that. It's perfectly fine. But the game is just so damn enjoyable and amazing that you just want to take your time. And a lot goes on, no matter how much time you put in it. It's a game you want to take your time with. It's an open world RPG first-person game that's scaled back on open world. So open world done right. It's not just super overwhelming, So that's great. Also, last night I streamed Persona 5, and that's a fantastic role-playing game if you love Persona. And then, playing Rogue Galaxy still for the, trying to beat that game. It's originally for PS2. Another role-playing. These are all role-playing games I'm mentioning. And then Horizon Zero Dawn, which I play bit by bit. It's a lot, right? It's a lot. So, it's my own doing. And I'm trying to beat Kingdom Come Deliverance in preparation to play Far Cry 5, so I can get one big game out of the way to put on another big game. So you guys understand, right? The people that own 300 or more items on Steam games, I mean, you get it. So that's what I'm doing right now with the gaming verse. If you have any questions about those games, please let me know while I'm not being interjected while reading the articles. Okay, so we have about 5 articles. Hopefully we can get through them all. It's no biggie if we don't, but I will do my best. Like I said, we try to do this for about an hour. And I think I do a pretty good job for doing it for about an hour, for the most part. Sometimes we get through pretty quick. Last time I was only doing it for like 40-something minutes, but you know, it's fine. I at least tried. I tried. And yeah, there's a drum set behind me. Okay, so let's go to the first article. So we're gonna switch it here. Hopefully it works. Yes, it does. Okay, so here's the first article. Yes, I know it's from IGN.com. I do apologize. I know they're look at these plebs. These plebs.
Look at me. I have my hair dyed because, you know, remember when it was cool? Demi Lovato does it.
Lonely man. Okay, so this discusses about the recent announcement of Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, which was at the last Nintendo Direct, which was about maybe half a week ago, or last week, or maybe a week and a half ago, but it's fairly recent. So, Super Smash Bros. Coming for the Switch, releasing this year, hopefully. There's no official title for it, we just saw a teaser trailer, that's perfectly fine. But now it's just talking about how Super Smash Bros. For the Switch is Nintendo's key into esports, which is really great because they really don't have any games in the esport category. Super Smash Bros. Was probably the closest because, you know, Super Smash Bros. Could be at EVO tournaments or MLG or esports itself. EVO is completely different, you know, in its own category because that's strictly fighting games. Esports is like every competitive thing coming into one building. Preferably shooters. You know, shooters are pretty fun to watch. So let's talk about this. All right, Nintendo is a company that works in mysterious ways, and nowhere is that more apparent than the world of esports. Having created some of the most beloved franchises in all of time gaming, it's no surprise that booming competitive scenes have cropped up around many of their games, such as Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon. That'd be another one. Nintendo has always been hesitant to acknowledge these competitive scenes, sometimes even actively discouraging them, and yet the competitors carry on. Last week, Nintendo offered these players a beacon of hope. A new Super Smash Bros. Game coming in 2018. Okay, so it's pretty confirmed. The reaction so far has been overwhelmingly positive, as if Nintendo plays their cards right, Smash 5 might be their chance to stake their claim in the esports scene. Well, that's pretty good. I like that. I guess it is confirmed that it's the next Smash Bros. It's not just a re-release of the Wii U, you know. Although fans have been competing in Nintendo games ever since Donkey Kong first hit the arcades, the will they, won't they conversation around Nintendo and esports mostly originates from Smash Bros. Melee, their most popular title in the competitive scene. Blech. Melee's inclusion at EVO 2013 gave the game a second life, turning into one of the most popular fighting games in the world and reigniting the Nintendo esports conversation. With new Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and yet to be announced Splatoon on the horizon, was this Nintendo's chance to show support to some of their hardcore fans? Ultimately, the answer to that question was, well, sort of. Nintendo started supporting competitive Smash as far back as EVO 2014, a far cry from the same Nintendo that almost banned the Melee stream at EVO 2013. That really happened. At the year's E3, Nintendo held their Super Smash Bros. E3 Invitational, a glamorous tournament in support of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U that featured top Smash pros Juan Hungrybox, D. Bidma, Kevin PPMD, sorry if I pronounce those wrong, Nanny, and Gonzalo Zero Barros as competitors. In the following years, Nintendo's support of professional Smash continued through events like Apex, Genesis, and many more. When Nintendo debuted their esports-focused Nintendo vs. Twitter account in 2017, the repping competition-focused games like ARMS and Splatoon, it felt like they were finally making their move. Following last week's Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Vs. is now in full Smash mode. ARMS and Splatoon 2. Okay. Avis now replaced by the iconic Smash Ball and new logo. These updates were quickly noticed by fans, sending them into full Nintendo esports hysteria. We likely won't be getting any more information about the game until this year's E3, but when the news does come out, I'd love to see some kind of official Nintendo esports circuit announced. Something like the Capcom Pro Tour. But on a smaller scale, throw your support behind a few Smash events, then offer the winners a chance to compete at the official 5 tournament during E3 2019. Really? It's already announced that far ahead? Similar to the Super Smash oh, crap. Wait. Okay, I'm good. Just had a moment. Okay, sorry about that. But honestly, throw your support behind a few upcoming Smash events, then offer the winners a chance to... Okay, we talked about that. This way, they could support the existing scene when offering recognition to the hardworking competitors in the form of the first-party event. All right, so we get the idea on this. Okay, Super Smash Bros. Probably Nintendo's biggest ticket in for the esports scene. I'm completely down for that. I think that's great. I think they should do that. Right, yeah, because Nintendo has expressed its concerns and its beliefs on that competitive type scene. Because Nintendo hasn't, I mean, trust me, it has had many competitive games. Like Smash Bros., like Mario Party, like the wrestling games, like all, you know games I'm talking about. You can just list them. The list goes on and on. But Nintendo's been more humble about that stuff and just kind of being under wraps when it comes to playing those types of games. And I think that's a just argument. I think it's good that they want to go casual, but as the mainstream goes on, those ideas eventually get replaced with new ones, with a new type of generation, along with technology. Technology definitely helps tips the scale and not their favor, because you got to get with the times. It's like Nintendo has, okay, there's an iPhone 10, right? The iPhone X is out, and it's like Nintendo is on the iPhone 4, finally getting good internet or something, like an actual UI that works on, let's say they're finally getting into iPhone 5. So they keep like getting up there slowly but surely, because I guess they're just taking their time. I don't know what the proper exact reasoning is. I don't know if it's something that they don't really want to get into. I don't know, because they can say anything just to to appease most of the fans. Not all, obviously, because disappointment is a normal and natural thing. But yeah, Nintendo they started doing their DLC and like content expansions and stuff with like Breath of the Wild, and some other games, that have come out, and they charged them for it, because like I said, they're finally getting to this Nintendo thing. And then they do this subscription-based thing for the Switch as well. They just need more big online titles. So Smash Brothers would be another big online game, plus ARMS, plus Splatoon. But it needs to have third-party support too. So Doom, I think Doom is one of those games that's online as well on the Switch. And then I don't know if Bomberman's online or any of the Street Fighter game. I'm not entirely sure, but it just needs to have more online multiplayer games in order to keep up with that scene. But yeah, with Super Smash Bros. Melee, I for one loved it when it came out back in the day. But that game is so dated with its physics and damage output in that game. Like, for example, you get dealt to like 60% of your life and you can get knocked away right away. There's like no weight in that game. There's like no character balance, and I don't care what you people say about Fox McCloud. He is so fucking OP. It is ridiculous. I had a friend growing up who played, Fox McCloud like it was no tomorrow, and he was fast as hell, but he was so goddamn cheap, because he would do like the up A, or up kick, and then jump, up kick type thing, and you get juggled. There's no way to get out of it. There's no way. So it was ridiculous how easy it was to edge camp and all that. That's why I like the Wii U version the best, because the Wii was had some big disappointments with character balancing as well, and then tripping was fucking retarded. But the Wii U definitely, I think, had the best of both worlds, and that's why I think the Wii U is the best, because it had the most weight to the characters. The levels were great. It had a pretty sweet online aspect. The DLC was awesome, and the characters were badass. It had quite a bit of selection. So I enjoyed it a lot. And I love playing like 8 players in a Smash game. Like, that's so fucking awesome. So hopefully the next one does it like that. But not to get distracted, yes, Smash Bros. Should definitely be their ticket in, or their key into esports. So let's go on to the next article. All right, we're gonna talk about something boring. Just kidding. Actually, this would be good for hardcore veteran fans of Call of Duty. Oh, spoilers. Okay, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, listing spotted. Remember how good Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered did? The original one that recently came out, maybe like a year and a half ago? Ho, ho, Activision, you bastards. Only including it with Infinite Warfare because you knew that nobody was going to play Infinite Warfare over a remastered version of a masterpiece. But you did it anyway. You charged up the wall at the beginning, and then you add loot crates and pay-to-win scenarios in the game, which completely just fucking dulled the experience. Like, how fucking dare you just tamper with the soul of a game like that? I know games don't have souls, but you get the idea. So it's very discouraging. So hopefully they fucking learn their lesson. Even though Modern Warfare 2 made me rage quit hardcore because of those goddamn dual shotguns where you run around like no problem and snipe people with them. An Amazon listing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has appeared with a release date of April 30th. As spotted by IGN Italia, listings for both Xbone and PS4 versions of the game have been added to Amazon Italy, which prices of $19.99, approximately 25 US dollars, pounds, you get it. Which isn't that bad, which is really good, by the way. That's fantastic. That's how it should have been with the remastered of the first game. As with all listings of this kind, it may be a placeholder in case a game is announced. The listed release date would indicate an unusually small time between announcement and release. For comparison, the original Modern Warfare Remaster saw a 6-month gap before officially revealed. If this list, yeah, but E3's coming up, and this would be perfect for Activision to be on people's good side. You know, Activision wants to get that dough. If this listing proves to be true, it would seem to indicate that this will be a standalone release rather than a special edition bonus with a new Call of Duty. It's not the first time we've been reminded of Modern Warfare 2 recently. Its famously divisive no Russian sequence was part of a real violent video games presented at the White House meeting. Oh lord, last week. Really? We were impressed with the first Modern Warfare Remaster, saying it's not outdated, it's classic, and the considerable effort has gone into improving the models, textures, and effects have enhanced it enough to playing through the campaign again was rewarding. That I can believe in. It looked pretty damn amazing. I just, to be honest, okay, to be honest, let's talk about Modern Warfare Remastered. To be honest, it was definitely tainted though because of what you had to go through to play that game. And I'm sorry, people, die-hard Call of Duty fans. I haven't played the remastered, but I religiously played the original one back in the day and Modern Warfare 2. I still have Modern Warfare 2, but it's good that, you know, it's good to see this game that made the franchise so great come back to get some light, to remind people what made Call of Duty great, but not without its flaws. Like I said, microtransactions, loot crates. Only get it when it's bundled with a shitty game, which had the most dislikes in a video in all of YouTube history, which is pretty phenomenal. It's probably on par with the downvotes on that Battlefront 2 Reddit post from one of the developers. So, as sad as it is, it definitely made a lot of people not want to even try the game out because of what, like I said, what hoops you had to go through. So let's pray that this is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and this is when Call of Duty was still very much prevalent in the world, very good, but almost going into the tier of like when little kids started playing it. Ackman just did a video on World at War, why it's so great, so you can watch that. It gives some reference to that. So Modern Warfare 2, hopefully it has a lot of weapon balancing. Actually, it's just got to be the shotgun crap. I hope they take out that gun or put it in and not make it so goddamn retarded with lightweight, what is it, Lightfoot, Scavenger. Oh god, it was ridiculous. Seriously, it made me rage quit back in the day. I just turned it off. Playing a goddamn Afghani map too. Oh god, they had too many Afghanistan type maps in that, too many desert maps. But you know, that's just the way the game was set up. Ah! But anyway, so yeah, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. That'd be good. That'd be good. It'd be real good. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, Dayton and I have been doing Memma Berry quotes like crazy, crazy. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. All right, so this one is a very good, maybe, hopefully good game coming out soon, because it's been a long time since this franchise has seen some light. And yes, you guessed it, it's Red Dead Redemption 2 has Battle Royale mode, claims rumor. I'll let that sit there for a second. I have to burp too. Okay. I'm sorry to say, people, and I'm sorry for big diehard fans of the Red Dead series. Red Dead Redemption 2, well, you know, if it claims rumor, then it's probably true, because video game rumors are mostly true, just by personal experience. We'll talk about how I dislike this, that it's going to be in the game. I'll tell you in a second. It looks like the year's most anticipated new release could be looking to copying the huge success of Fortnite and PUBG, if the rumors are true. Ugh. According to documents leaked to website Trusted Reviews, the online component of Red Dead Redemption 2 will, as many expect, to feature a large open world environment similar to GTA Online, which is not a problem if they do it again. But online play will also include 3 large-scale modes: Revive and Survive, Money Grab, and Battle Royale. Revive and Survive is a team game where you have to keep your teammates alive, while Money Grab has 2 teams collecting bags of money and taking them to their base. Kind of like Cops and Robbers. I like that. Or Heist, whatever. Heist. Yeah, from Conquer. That's not any additional information on the Battle Royale mode, so the website only speculates that it will be similar to Fortnite. Rockstar has already experimented with the Battle Royale mode in GTA Online, though, albeit a vehicle-based one. When you're not playing one of the most structured modes, you'll be rewarded for exploring and fighting via an in-game achievement system. You'll be able to organize free events, including death matches and treasure hunts. That's cool. You won't be buying any luxury apartments, but instead tents that you can customize to your liking. Another element borrowed from Grand Theft Auto will be a first-person mode, which apparently will be usable at any time, including multiplayer. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Might enjoy that. There's also a crafting system you can collect ingredients for, a fishing minigame to obsess over, and bounty hunter missions. The Deadeye system will apparently help with all of these, as it'll be able to detect fauna and flora as well as track bounties. So that's pretty cool. Now, let me just tell you something. I will tell you firsthand that if this does have a Battle Royale, I'm telling you now that Battle Royale will be so congested with people that nobody is going to even want to play the other game modes. That is the truth. And that is a definite thing. For example, Fortnite. Fortnite didn't have Battle Royale for the longest time. And Fortnite's been in development since, oh geez, God, I don't know, Gears of War 2 or Gears of War 3. It's been in development a long time, ever since Cliff Bleszinski left Epic Studios. Fortnite is a game, like I said, that had a multiplayer component, but it was like a it's like a horde mode, because obviously Cliff Bleszinski liked that in Gears of War, and saw how many people did like it, because that was kind of the thing to do back in the day. It was the firefight modes and stuff, and the horde mode. It was really cool to do that. But now it's the Battle Royale modes that people really care about. So, as Cliff Bleszinski's idea came to be overshadowed by no longer the success of horde mode, it was Battle Royale. So the guy completely flipped his script, or his team, and added Battle Royale to Fortnite and completely separated the game as itself and made it free, completely free. So you don't even have to play or buy Fortnite itself in order to play the free Battle Royale mode, which you can consider it's a game in its own regard. So, seeing this is definitely going to be a big-time case with Red Dead Redemption 2. Because, like I said, people are going to be playing the hell out of the so-called Battle Royale mode supposedly coming to Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, that discourages me, because I like to see original... Well, I guess a lot of these modes aren't very original anymore, like Capture the Flag or Deathmatch or any of that. But I love how it's themed, in particular in regards to that world. But Battle Royale might be interesting too, because you might have wagons and stuff, hiding in tents, and maybe going on railroads or something like that. And we've already seen an example of a desert wasteland in PUBG's second map, which kind of gave you an idea of what it's like to play in a desert, with trains and rundown towns and haciendas and all that. Just without horses and all that. So it would be interesting to see. But I honestly think that the game doesn't need it, because now people are going to be slowly shifting to, oh, I'm not playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the story anymore. It's going to be shifted towards the multiplayer. I, for one, am going to be wanting to play the single player, because single player in Red Dead Redemption is what made it great in the first place. And then it's great zombie expansions, which I never played, by the way. But it had great expansions from what I've been told. And then when Red Dead Redemption becomes the most downloaded game when it comes out for Xbox One, with backwards compatibility, you can only imagine. You can only imagine. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely going to scare a lot of people away. I mean, it's already scaring a lot of competitors away, like EA with Anthem. And then they're stupidly competing against Red Dead Redemption 2 by releasing Battlefield 5 around the same time, I presume. And then if we get a Call of Duty game, it's just going to be another freaking shooter war. Which is so ridiculous because shooter games always love coming around the same fucking time. These companies don't understand that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to fucking destroy the competition. If you haven't put money in stocks yet and Take-Two, you better freaking do it because you're going to make some good bang for your buck. I'm telling you, this game is going to sell so much. So much. And it's probably going to be talked about on the freaking news. Like, no joke. It's probably going to make more money than all the Avengers. This is spitballing here. But it's definitely going to make more money than Black Panther on release night, trust me, or weekend release or whatever, week release. It is gonna destroy all things, all things money related. It's gonna be ridiculous. So people that have been putting stocks in the company, please keep going. Just be careful, you know. Don't want to make too much of a gamble. But yeah, now that the Battle Royale rumor is a thing, the game's gonna be even selling more like hotcakes because competitive players are gonna want to play it. But, like I said, you do have a choice. It's not the only mode in the game. You can play the single player, not have to worry about that bullshit. Or not bullshit, sorry. For people that like Battle Royale, I don't mean to say bullshit, because it does have its fun to it. And its competitive value. But there's going to be a split audience, and I hope that the single player campaign is the reason why people really want to play it, because of how amazing the open world looks and the story and single player experiences. Rockstar is pretty much amazing at making stories. They're pretty good. They're pretty good at it. And Red Dead Redemption is something that they're not gonna like fuck up with, you know, because it's been a long time coming. Riley Rocks will tell you how much she's been waiting for this game, and if she's listening, thank you. She's not. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. That is Red Dead Redemption 2. All right, now we're gonna talk about dicks. I'm going to sip water on this, because this is actually just like the stupidest. This is literally like a BuzzFeed article almost. I don't know why this has to be a big deal. It's just really disgusting when people point this out, but whatever. Alright, Luigi has a dick. Nintendo reveals that Luigi does actually have a penis, and fans are going nuts about it. Oh, it's so funny. Look, I punned it to death. Oh, I fucked it in the ass on that one. Clever, JJ. Fuck you. Okay, anyway, no, don't fuck yourself. So, Luigi has a cock. I don't know about Mario, though. First it was Mario's nipples. Then it was Toad's head. Oh, look at that bulge right there. Yeah, you can see it. And now it seems the next storm over anatomy in the Nintendo world is Mario's little brother. Is that what you call his penis? Luigi, who turns out does have a penis. With the advances in technology and rendering, our favorite video game characters are becoming sharper, clearer, and more well-defined by the minute. And well, it seems that all... By the way, he has brown hair and a black mustache. Oh, well, it seems that all this allowed Nintendo to clearly define the lanky plumber's body in all of its glory. In the latest promo shots for the upcoming Mario Tennis Aces game, marveling at the stunning look of the characters in the release for the Switch console, it seems that some eagle-eyed fans couldn't help but be drawn towards Luigi's crotch, where they made him a big discovery. Yes, Luigi has a penis. It's a discovery which has shaken many in Nintendo fandom. Yes, Nintendo, do you really have to make these renders so atomically correct? Oh, that's awesome. Satoru Iwata dies so we can get an HD photo of Luigi's bulge. Mario's got nipples, Luigi's got a dick bulge. Next, we're going to be seeing Bowser's asshole. Oh, God. It's kind of a big step for the very family-friendly Nintendo when you think that both Mario and Luigi have previously been rendered with smooth, spherical lower bodies that don't allude to any hint of genitalia. However, it seems that some zealous fans on social media are taking the news about Luigi's package to some whole new weird realms. Oh, fucking A. Of course, it's goddamn social media. A lot of A-tards on there. While most fans on Twitter seem to be genuinely horrified that another part of the child has been snatched away from them from HD graph. Really? Really, guys? You're complaining about a dick bulge when there's like a game called Manhunt out there in the Grand Theft Auto, which you fuck this shit out of prostitutes if you want to, and then kill them and get their money. This is the thing they're talking about. This is just the thing. Yes, on Tumblr I found a full-on debate about the links of Luigi's dick. You're all welcome. That's right. There's a full debate about it going around on Tumblr right now. Of course, fucking Tumblr. Tumblr and Twitter are like the worst when it comes to this shit. And talking about stupid crap. But if you couldn't be bothered to sift through the argument to find the exact measurement, which according to Twitter is roughly 3.7 flaccid, so when it's not limp, or when it is limp, not limp. So there you go. Toad's mushroom is part of his head. No, it's not. Mario does have a big, and Luigi has a penis that roughly measures 3.7 inches when flaccid. This mushroom Toad thing, if you watch the original, I don't know if the original cartoon is canon, but the original cartoon has Toad's hat coming off, and he's bald. He's like an egg-shaped head. It's not a part of his fucking head. Okay. Well, that was a nice, stupid BuzzFeed article. That was just so exciting. I am so ready to talk more about Luigi penis. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think this is gonna take the childhood fun out of you? I mean, I can understand that people are just gonna be wanting to talk about this for a while, but that's not completely a big deal. I mean, I don't know why there needs to be a debate on how big his dick is. You guys need to get out more, for real. You guys need to get out of your mom's basements right now and go out and get a fucking job. Okay, how do you feel? Okay, so this last one. Wow, we're really short on time, aren't we? Premiere. This one talks about the best female video game characters. Oh, because apparently a lot of females saying there's a lot of females. Well, whoever's been saying it, there's not enough female protagonists, which is a load of horseshit. Samus, Tomb Raider, Anya, Aloy. Just fucking Samus, goddammit. Peach. Peach, for fuck's sake. I mean, good lord. Zelda. I consider them main characters. You don't have to play main characters in order for them to be main characters. I mean, what the fuck do you do in a movie then? Alright, Game Central readers discuss their favorite female characters from Lara Croft to Aloy from Heroes Horizon Dawn. How did I fucking just do that? The subject for this week's, oh god, Women's Day, International Day. You want to know which film character is the most interesting representation of women in video game? In recent years, you can probably guess what some of the nominations, although opinions were divided on the qualities. On the qualities of Lara Croft as a character, because she has big tits and an ass, right? That's the qualities that they're worried about. Bayonetta, Jade from Beyond Good and Evil, and Women of Uncharted were all popular, which most readers' things are more positive now than they used to be. What are they fucking talking about? More positive? You know how many fucking, oh my god, female protagonists there have been? It's ridiculous. It's Uncharted's Elena Fisher for me. At first glance, she's just a stereotypical love interest. The plucky girl next door, journalist with a heart of gold. But thanks to Naughty Dog scripting and Emily Rose's wonderful performance, over the 4 games, she's proven herself to be so much more. She's always been portrayed as incredibly independent with her own successful career. Her journalism awards can be found around her homes. Ooh, women's independency is so important. Right, don't mate with a male and start a family. Ooh, only when it's the end of the world that you can do this. Where you can actually love someone. When you're forced to become one with each other. She believes in doing the right thing, but is never sanctimonious about it. She's sweet and funny. Of course, that's always a combination, right? I have to be sweet and funny. But tough when needed. Both Nate and Harry Flynn have been on the receiving end of her mean right hook, and she's fiercely loyal. Even when she has doubts about what Nate's trying to do, or when their relationship is going through their major problems, she's always there for him. I know it sounds rather sentimental, but over the course, of course, yeah, you're going to put feelings into all this crap. Not fact. Well, there are some supposed game facts. I've grown incredibly fond of her. If Nathan Drake is the star of the Uncharted, then Elena Fisher and the loving relationship she has with Nate is a big, beautiful heart. That's great. Yes. Yes. That is good. That is good. Obvious choice. My favorite female video game character is probably the most famous one, Lara Croft. Lara is a fantastic invention. Indiana Jones was invented as a young woman, which is perfectly fine. It's a brilliant idea for a game character, and the long successes of Tomb Raider franchise is proof of this. Yes, yes, yes. I think she was a great gaming icon for Sony, definitely. Much as I like the iconic version of the buxom mixed Miss Croft in her vest and shorts. I think the Intrepid Adventure's most recent reinvention and as clever as her initial concept. Visually, Laura's much more believable now, and if anything, she's broadened her appeal. I just don't fancy Laura these days. I root for her and respect her as a character because the way she dresses and acts encourages respect. Oh, so, you know, judging a book by its cover. So if she's wearing shorts and like a mini skirt or just a bra, she's just like, I don't respect that. Well, you know, virtues are a thing. And conservatism, blah, blah, blah. The only negative aspect of New Laura is her rather gloomy personality. A sprinkling of jokes and wisecracks would be very welcome in the next game. Other than that, I think Lara Croft is the best female presence in gaming. And I think that's true because, you know, we could say Samus, but Samus is hiding behind a suit of armor, so it's really hard to see what emotion she's trying to portray. It's really, well, that's what makes those games so great. It's really the story that dives the person in and the gameplay. I don't think Lara Croft nowadays is believable because, good God, if there's anything that a female with arms that size or a body that skinny that can do all the things that she does, you have another thing coming. This woman can do pull-ups, squats, lift all these weapons, fight back armies of men attacking her with skinny-ass arms. That's why I didn't... This also goes in... That ties it in with the realism of Cloud from Final Fantasy because he's a twig who can lift this giant-ass blade. But, you know, he can do it. He can do it. That's his video game logic. But just going by what this guy say, it's a realistic version. But like I said... Lara Croft needs to have more of a build. And I think in the second one, she had a little bit more of a build. But like I said, there was really no definition in her. I'm not expecting like some busty-ass porn star or some wrestler chick. I'm talking about just some girl that's a little more... I mean, she's got curves and everything, but that's about it. There's like no like sculpting to her. It's just like one smooth platform. So that's just me. That's just me. That's in my opinion. Although those new Lara Croft games, I do like her new look. Don't get me wrong. It looks great. It looks great. But like I said, if you're going to talk about that she's more believable now, more believable, not saying that it's 100% believable. I understand that. But, yeah, we you know, I don't think they'll ever get her right in terms of how realistic she's supposed to look. So I don't fucking care because it's a video game, right? But some people do. My choice for favorite female character is going to be Jill Valentine. Oh, geez, yeah, because, you know, like I said before, not many female protagonists, right? One of my favorite game series. I just dug out my PS1 copy, so we'll play... Ooh, that's a damn shame. I wouldn't play that version. I played the GameCube version, but whatever. Your burden, especially as it has differences to the GameCube version that I played through much more. I always prefer playing Resident Evil as Jill rather than Chris. She's just come across as a tough, likable character. Her voice acting in the game is flawless. Okay, so that's not quite true, but it wouldn't be the same if it was changed in any way. It's actually part of the charm. I think representation of women in video games has changed over the years, and they aren't always portrayed as over-sexualized characters anymore. For example, the new Tomb Raider series redesign of Laura. We also have a more relatable and realistic character such as Aloy. And that's perfectly fine. That is fine. But those are American or not Japanese-esque games. Japanese developers will always make female characters look pretty beefy with boobs and ass and a lot of kawaii desus. So to say, maybe it's gotten a little better, a little more conservative in that, which is fine. You know, in its own regard, because maybe you don't want your kids to see this super fantasized sexual-looking woman, you know. It's not like you're going to want to watch a porno on a video game, but, you know, whatever. Also, yeah, you can also list that Female Shepherd is a great female protagonist, which is, you know, she's in all 3 games. It's great. Not Sarah Ryder. No, God, no. But I liked Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn because obviously, well, not obviously, but, I mean, it just makes sense. Her design is great, and I like that she's a redhead, you know. We need to bring redheads back these days, but she's not a crazy redhead. Ooh. But she's great. I think Aloy is a great character in the game, and she doesn't come off, at least so far from what I've seen, she doesn't come off like this cocky ass, like, I'm doing this on my own, I don't need anybody's help, I'm an independent woman. And yet, those women always have resources given to them by them offered opportunities and all that in the career workplace. But anyway, not getting too much into that, but it's great to see that Jill Valentine, yeah, it is pretty cool. I liked her a bit more than Chris as well. I thought she was great. So like I said, there's special occasions to where you want to play the female character over the male character. And it's just by character design. It's a really big deal. Like, I just saw Chris as this, like, you know, normal guy with short hair, and he had a kind of a tough attitude. But it's kind of cool to see Jill Valentine and how she reacts to it. Because, you know, biologically, both male and female characters will react differently to those situations. So it's kind of neat to see it in both perspectives. Okay, here's another one. Laura from Silent Hill 2. The game started off as being based around the male protagonist's story and his wife, Mary. Man, it's getting really dark in this room. Is it really? It must be overcast outside. Oh, excuse me. I related, empathized, and rooted her in ways that I hadn't with characters both male and female in generations before her. And I still don't think any other game has come close to her and James 2 as a believable character. Who can forget I'm Not Your Mary? At a time we were moving on from the most wooden, emotionless era of PS1 and 64. On the whole, Team Silent did a really admirable job with female characters in all their Silent Hill games too. Real shame the franchise was taken from them and the series never hit those heights again, of course. Yep. Other honorable survival horde female leads: Jill Valentine, Claire Redfield, Regina, Danica, and Aya Bree from Parasite Eve. Yeah, I think just list like almost all Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy VI Terra, you know? Or Celeste would be good. Best Shepherd, here we go. I found this hot topic quite tough as there are so many cool, strong, independent. Why do I always have to say fucking independent? God damn it. They're not independent! They're always on a team with somebody. God damn it. Female Shepherd is not independent. She's on a team. She's in the fucking military. She's not independent, damn it, people. God, there's no such thing as independent women or independent men. And if there are, I feel sorry for you because you don't rely on anybody else. You don't ask for help or nothing. You're just a sad, lonely person in a flesh suit. Good Lord. Stop saying independent. It's a trigger word. The Boss, Bayonetta, Elena Fisher, Jill Valentine, Lara Croft came to a few, but my all-time favorite was my... Where's Samus Aran? Like, seriously. Where's the silent protagonist that kicks some serious ass? Siri is also great. But, yeah. Please stop saying those goddamn SJW liberal fucking adjectives. It's just not necessary. Just say women in video games. You don't have to add... You don't have to add strong, independent, and beautiful women. They're not going to make them fucking ugly in video games, okay? That's just unrealistic. They're not going to do that, or else there's no attraction to the character. A woman's always going to be strong and independent, just like a male is always going to be maybe an attractive male and strong, independent, or whatever you want to call it. And whatever. We don't need those adjectives. Stop saying that. I'm not so sure she was so well remembered now, but my favorite female character is still Alex. She is well remembered. Are you kidding me? She's like part of the main characters with Gordon Freeman. She's smart, sensibly dressed, not obsessed by the hero or any other character, and just comes across as a charming, normal person. She reacts to things the way a human being would, try to avoid spoilers, but the game's age, unbelievable, likable person. Believable. The portrayal of women in video games has undoubtedly gotten better. Oh, here we go. To the point where they basically have the same problem as male characters. Yeah, because male and females have the same problems, right? There's really only two settings for a video game hero: hypersexualized, masculine, and completely boring, so as to not offend anyone. This is a third side to the puzzle, though, and games which insist on portraying every woman as a badass instead of just, you know, an actual person. There's a problem with men, too, with the stupid gravelly voice cliche so many characters have as they try to try out manly, what? As they try to out-manly each other. Okay, I get it now. In that sense, women might actually be slightly ahead, as you occasionally get characters like Alex in the cast of Life is Strange, and it's hard to think of any male equivalents to them. What? What about Snake?
Cliche, raspy voice.
What about Chris Redfield?
Cliche.
What about Link?
Cliche.
What about Mario?
Fucking shay.
Yeah, Mario and Link. They don't even fucking talk, really. Wait, what about Dante?
Cliche.
No male. What about Commander Shepard?
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
When are these all females? I think these are all females. No, maybe, I don't know. Whatever, we can't tell, right? Gosh, it's like, don't emasculate men saying that there's no male equivalents. Like, people fell in love with Gordon Freeman. People love the silent protagonist. That's why a lot of people liked Samus. I think she is probably the coolest female protagonist out there because she doesn't have to fucking try to be this. Well, you consider her independent because she's a bounty hunter, but she's working under somebody though. If you want to be correct with independency, I think Samus comes. Or I know she comes close, the most close to being an independent woman because, like I said, she's a bounty hunter. But she does answer to somebody or else she doesn't get paid. So there you go. Also, I do like her design the most because, first of all, it was a twist to see her raveled from man to female in the first Metroid, if you do a certain thing, right, in the game. And then we get to find out that she's just always a female and it's just prevalent. But we didn't have to be... They didn't have to do this. I didn't have to be a normal person. I didn't have to have this personality or anything. She was just doing her thing, just kicking some serious ass in a suit of armor. It made fucking sense. Now, when you see, some characters, I get it, they have technology to help them enhance female characters to do these, like Female Shepherd or Samus in her various suit. And obviously, games with complex characters that have their ways of showing how powerful somebody is, that's perfectly fine. It's great because people are that complex. That is okay. But saying it's hard to think of any male equivalents, that's because you're fucking sexist, Ashton. You're a fucking sexist person to say that. Hypersexualized. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Would you want to play an ugly-looking male character? Alec Ryder from Mass Effect Andromeda is a perfect example. That is a emasculated male, and he doesn't look anything archetype. The reason why game developers bring out these characters the way they look because of archetypes. People you want to look up to. That's how it is. I should probably just not have a screen up the whole time, so it's not just me rambling. But that's just how it is. Geralt from Witcher 3. He's got a very hard-toned demeanor. I think he's a great fucking character. He's got plenty of personality. Although he does not supposed to have personality, but somehow he does anyway in their own just genuinely crafted great character personification of him and how they did him. It's with so many games that have so many complex emotions. Look at all the games that have all these big franchises. Zelda and Mario, they really don't dive too much into their persona. But the fact that we fell in love with those characters, those male characters, those archetypes, because those are people we wanted to be. Especially Link. Like, Link is the perfect archetype for a male to look up to because he's a hero with a sword and shield, a knight of honor, and wanting to save the princess and destroying the evil Ganon. Destroying basically the devil. And how is that hard to think of any male equivalent? What about Drake, Nathan Drake from Uncharted? People talk so much good stuff about that game because of how complex the characters are. So it's a load of bullshit when you can't think of anything equivalent. You just haven't just fucking actually sat down and think for a second. You just went, like I said, too many emotional posts right here. Too many hearts and minds right here. Actually, not enough mind, too much heart. And go back to Vietnam, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we're close. This is the last part. I don't mean to go on rants and stuff, but I just hate it when liberals and SJWs or whatever feminists talk down on men like that when they're saying it's hard to think of stuff like that. There are so many male and female protagonists that are all great in their own fucking level that are equivalent. What happened to equality, right? Isn't that what people wanted in video games? They wanted equality? Oh, now I can't think of any male equivalents to females. That's fucking sexist. Alright, last but not least. I find that the best place to go for great female characters who are, actual characters are role-playing games. Piper Wright was one of my favorites in Fallout 4. She was pretty cool, I liked her. Alongside Nick Valentine, Hancock, and Codsworth, but she's not my all-time favorite. Because it would be cruel to choose between them, I won't. Akia from Skies of Arcadia and Etna from the Disgaea series. David would like that. Particularly the first two. Etna was so great in the sequel that she stole the game from the other characters. Her very unkind laughter when Adele asked if she's going to help her out. With the Coliseum chapter being a good indicator of what to expect. That's good. As for her usefulness, well, she never actually stops being worth bringing into battle because of her unique techniques are among the best. Akia, though, is everything a hero's best friend should be. So far, I like this girl or guy's article so far. As for Akia's special moves will spare you many antics. Okay, blah blah blah. Because of the girl's quickness, she often has her turn first. makes sense. I would consider females are quicker in that regard, and in certain aspects, and especially in biology. And they're lighter on their feet. Maybe around 80% of the time. I don't know for certain. I haven't been too over special. Okay. True, other characters have similar... Okay, I'm trying to look for just anything talking about her persona. Okay, here we go. That she's very funny as well as great. She has genuine romantic chemistry with Vice, the game's hero, but it doesn't drown you in melodramatic soap opera like a Final Fantasy would. Her reaction to Admiral Vigoro's flagship is well worth waiting for. Ultimately, Akia is just a nice version of Etna. I also clearly have a thing for redheads, so this person likes Aloy. So, as much as the exposition this character went in on talking about gameplay and stuff, I don't think that was necessary. But the fact he didn't say anything about her being strong, independent, and likable. It's like I said, I'll decide if a female is likable or strong, independent in my own way when I'm playing the game. Don't go with this cliche, everybody else is saying it, so I'm going to say it because it's cool. Just play the game. If you like the character, you like the character. It's just like such easy things to say about a character, and especially when you're writing like a quick summary. It's like, you got to understand the format here too. So yeah, this is probably my favorite article because, like I said, it doesn't dub down men or anything. It shows how it helps men because, like I said, men and women need each other. It's just biology and genetics and laws of nature. Men can do things that women can't do, and women can do things that men can't do. So it looks like this game gets their gender chemistry correct, and not just completely making men irrelevant. But obviously, that's not what this article is completely about. Besides that, hard to find an equivalent of those characters. It's a little horse shit. So anyway, folks, that is enough about the female characters. Top favorite. I want to know what your guys' favorite characters. I know when I went on some big rants, but like I said, I knew what I was getting myself into because a lot of these people posting are liberals and feminists. Probably male feminists too, which are the worst kind. Oof. Go work out in a gym. Get shit done. Watch, I lose like 30 subscribers. So, anyway, guys, this has been The NIKO Show on YouTube and Twitch. I hope that you did enjoy, and I might have triggered some of you, because I definitely got triggered, but I just kept it relevant to what we're talking about. I made some valid points. Obviously, I made some truth points. So please, when you're checking out this video, like, comment, subscribe, dislike it. I don't care. If you don't like my beliefs, that's fine. We can debate about it. That's great. But you should respect what I had to say, because I'm not just completely throwing shit throwing it under the bus and insulting people in a disrespectful manner. So if you listened to me and gave me a chance to express what I think is true, what I know is true, to be honest. I don't think on this, I just know. Thank you very much. So I appreciate you being patient and having your own triggering moments. So like I said, let me know in the comments below, and thanks everyone. This has been the premiere, although we didn't get an audience, but like I said, we just got to build it up over time. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes we get people and sometimes we don't. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Like I said, I have 268 subscribers. If I ever want to get a big audience, I got to work harder and get more subscribers and supporters. I won't call you fans of the show because you guys are better than that. You're not just fans, are just random people that you'll never ever encounter, really. You just sign autographs and that's it. But like I said, I'm doing this stuff to talk to you guys, to get to know you better, to get to know what your beliefs are, and what you know about the gaming news and opinions that you have. So we can, dissect it together. And like I said, I'm not here to insult anybody in a disrespectful way. I'm just here to give facts. So if that does insult you, then that's your problem. But thank you. Thank you very much. And the next time we'll be doing a NIKO Show episode on both platforms, Twitch and YouTube, will be this coming Tuesday. So I don't know what the time is yet. Check the Twitter post. Follow me on Twitter and twitch.com if you want to check out my feed so I can post some updates on it, okay? So have a good day. NikoTheLegend signing out.